Since my floor was extremely out of level, I added a 2x3 base and screwed it into the wall to make sure that when I put my cabinets on top, everything was already super level. I used my doweling jig to glue up all the panels for the cabinet. It made it really easy to align everything. I use my track saw to cut everything. I just find it's a lot easier and more accurate than my table saw at the moment. Then I glued and screwed everything from the bottom. Since I will be adding my own countertop, I added spacers on the top and then screwed it into the studs. I cut out the toe kick with a jigsaw. I love that curved look. It just gives it a little bit more of a traditional vibe. And then I pocket holed the face frame together and attached with glue and clamps since I wanted a really seamless look. I wanted no nails, no screws, no nothing. Then it was time for the drawer boxes. Of course, I used the Craig for the drawer slides. It makes it super easy for alignment, and then I screwed it into the drawer boxes. I used some traditional hinges for the doors. I wanted a little bit more of a traditional look for this built-in. I wanted to add a little bit of something to the drawer fronts, so I used my round over bit. I rounded over both sides of a piece of trim, and then I glued them onto the drawer fronts to add, again, a little bit more of that traditional vibe. After everything was finished, I used my favorite finish in the world, Rubio Monaco in Natural, because it keeps that natural look to the wood. I actually built my own countertop using a sheet of MDF, some gray paint, a modeling effect, and some white veining. This was easily accomplished with a feather, and then using a dry brush to make it look more natural. I wanted a soapstone look, and then I sealed it with polyacrylic so that it will last a long time. Then it was time for the uppers. I wanted a more open design, so I used pocket holes to attach the plywood to the solid white oak sides, and then I used those and attached them to the studs on the wall. To maximize my storage, I added a drawer on the bottom of each of the upper cabinets. Since the upper doors will have glass, I used my domino and glued them together, leaving the open space in between for the glass. I used really simple brackets to make the shelves inside look floating and added the trim on the top. I used Zalige tile from Zia Tile for the backslash, and then I rabbited out the back of the doors using a rabbiting bit to accommodate the glass. In this case, instead of glass, I used acrylic because it's super easy to cut with a glass cutter, and if my kids start playing with the door, they won't shatter it. To keep the acrylic in place, I use what's called glazing points, and I push them in with my chisel. This will keep it in, and then if I ever need to change it out, it will be super easy to do so. The icing on the cake was this battery-powered picture light from Lumens. I really wanted a light, but I did not want to do any electrical, so this made it really easy to install into the tile. I still can't believe I built this thing. I'm in awe of how it turned out. This was almost 6 months worth of work. What do you think?